Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back once again on F1 Clash for another 2023 season video. And in this one, we will be seeing some tips and tricks on how to improve your win ratio, on how to win more races. We're going to see if some of last season's tricks still work as well here. So 2 points we're going to talk about is race starts and lineups. As you can see, we are currently in Series 5, which is not ideal, but I'm not pushing much. I'm just trying to study the game more and trying to make videos about it. So let's move to the drivers lineup. As you can see, I do have Max Verstappen from Series 12, and this time I'm using Logan Sargent, who is a common from Series 1, and he's still at level 1. And we are currently running a 665 team score, which is pretty much low comparing to the capabilities of my driver and my car. So I am currently running my strongest car. We do have 73 speed, 65 power unit, 70 reliability, and 57 cornering with a 4.7 average pit stop time. And the thing is, running a strong driver, weak driver, I'm gonna say it again, it is going to match you against mid-tier players using mid-tier drivers, or they can be using strong drivers, but their car will be weak. And the only reason you might lose a race is because, well, basically you are running into someone using this exact same strategy. For example, if he's using as well a strong driver, weak driver, you might lose, but it will be, let's say, a fair fight between both of you. Let's just clear this crate and let's go straight away into a race and see how this lineup will perform. And by the way, this season I'm going to find it hard to make videos about how to win series, especially that overtaking, first of all, is a lot different. You can literally overtake the whole field from the back of the grid, which is insane. This is something I don't understand. Either we make overtaking impossible or we make it so easy. Why don't we make overtaking in the middle? You can overtake, okay, but you will struggle only against someone or against a driver who's using a faster compound. If I'm on mediums and you're on softs, I can overtake you, but this is the only time I will be struggling to overtake you. But from what I'm seeing, even on hard tires, you can overtake someone on softs, you can destroy him. So, for this one, on Sakhir in Bahrain, we're starting in P23 with Sargent, and he gets a poor start. Max is starting in P1, he's getting a perfect start. And this is the thing. Race starts are all about, let's say, the stat race start. The top 4 drivers, I believe, do get a perfect start. After that, it is a good start, average, poor, or whatever. And the thing is, I have seen a lot of players out there, and I've seen some videos saying if you use any kind of boost, you will get a perfect start. So I've been using this strong, weak driver lineup pretty much for 20 races now. I did use some kind of boosts, but I never got a perfect start on Logan Sargent. I'm not really sure if this is a, let's say, visual glitch, but I think it doesn't work like that. So the thing is, by the way, this season, from what I'm seeing, or from my small experience in this season, you are most likely to face a real player than you are to face an AI. Strategy is key. as always, your race strategy is key. There is no specific strategy for a track. Like for example, first of all, there is huge changes that were made to the amount of laps on every single track. For example, Austin is now 7 laps, I believe. Sakhir is still 8 laps. Red Bull Ring is 10 laps. Saudi Arabia, Jeddah is 6 laps, I believe. So there is a lot of changes to the lap counts, and which brings a lot of changes to these strategies. And I am 100% sure that most of you did make some mistakes because they didn't even pay attention on the lap counts, which happened to me as well. That is not a problem at all. So what you need to care about now, when you start your race, just take a look at the tire compound the AIs in front of you are using, and based on that, you go for your strategy. One more thing as well, going for a one-stop strategy is gonna hurt you so much, especially that overtaking is easy. It is so easy to overtake. The boosts are broken this season. If you use any kind of boost, even the self-control is broken, honestly. But going for a one-stop strategy is gonna hurt you so much. You will be forced to, let's say, conserve tires while your car has a lot more potential than that. You can see my rival is going for a one-stop strategy. This is a real player, by the way. He's going for a one-stop strategy using hards, and then I think he's going to use hards again, most probably because he's on a one-stopper. But two-stop strategy is the best. Now you're going to see the difference. He's still at the pit exit, and this is something that needs fixing as well. And by going for a two-stop strategy, we will be able to overcut him, and it is going to be 100% near or close at the pit exit, but we're going to be in front of him. And the only thing that I do recommend this loadout is because you only need to worry about your driver in the back. The driver in front, which is Max, in my case, he's just cruising. All you need to do is for Logan Sargent to pick up these positions needed for you to win the race. Max is 100% going to finish in P1. He will be cruising. Boosting, by the way, boosting the first lap is crucial because you are going to pick up a lot of positions on lap 1, especially if you are using as well a boost that gives you race start. So you will get a lot of spots during your first lap. And after that, it's all about, there's no such thing as tire management for me. There's no such thing. All I care about is the energy bar or the power unit bar. As long as you are mastering, let's say, the strategy on how to conserve your energy while getting the most out of your car, that is going to be amazing. All you need to do is just keep know when to boost. If you're running a setup that is strong within corners, then you can boost a little bit around corners, and you will need to boost as well on the straights so that you can defend. And yeah, from this point we're just cruising with Max. He's finishing the race. Actually, he's in P1 now. As you most likely saw, I spent the entire 7th lap conserving with my Logan Sargent so that I could get a decent amount of energy to use to defend at the end of the race. Using regular driving is good. It is going to save you some energy, but going for conserve while you have a decent distance or decent gap with your rival will help you recover that energy lost. So Sargent did finish in P9, by the way, from the back of the grid. So we move on to one more race, and let's see if we're gonna win that one. As I said, I am completely, let's say, convinced that this is the best lineup you can use. Strong driver, weak driver. And I'm saying this for now. Probably for later, you definitely need to use like your strongest PAGR or your highest team score, whatever. We move on now to our second race. I had to cut the video just for the length of the whole video. So we are on Red Bull Ring. It is a wet qualifying session. You don't need to worry about wet weather ability. You will get the same qualifying outcome, whether it is on a dry or it is on a wet track. Max is in P1, Logan Sargent is in P22. We are facing a real player as well, and this time I will be using the ballast that gives you a +2 race start stat. And let's have a look. So Max 100% is going to get a perfect start, but just look at Logan Sargent getting another poor start while using a boost. So whatever you saw out there or whatever you heard over on Discord, this doesn't work. Like, probably this works on some tracks, but it doesn't work on every single track. And this is a real player as well, by the way. So all I'm doing here is just I'm trying to have more energy than my rival at any point during the race. Energy is literally everything during this season from what I've seen. So as long as you have more energy than your rival, you are going to win every single race, because as I said, overtaking is easy. You can overtake literally on the hill, in the valley. You can overtake everywhere during this season. So, and as I said as well, and I've said this a lot of times, you need to care only about your driver in the back. So I'm just cruising. I am using a boost on Logan Sargent, so I'm not that worried about him. He's currently up in P16. He's gaining positions even without me like focusing on him. I just don't want to lose the leadership of this race or the lead of this race, because the moment you lose it, you will have to start spending your energy to recover that spot, and this is where things start going wrong. So we're gonna go for a one-stop strategy with Max, by the way. We're going 5-5. I'm just cruising. I'm not like boosting like crazy. We're going for 4-3-3 with Logan Sargent. Depending on the positioning of the AI cars in front, I might go for, let's say, 4-2-4. But for the moment, my fixed strategy is 4-3-3. Our rival did pit at the end of lap 4 with his... actually, it is the end of lap 3. And he's pitting now at the end of lap 4 with his Lewis Hamilton. Now I'm going to pit with Max Verstappen. Most AI cars in front did go for 5 laps as well, which is absolutely crazy. And now we will just be cruising with Logan Sargent. Pretty much it's all over. As before, as I said, the boosts weren't that effective, and now even the worst boost has some value. Even the unstoppable, even the ballast, self-control, as I said, it's just amazing. By the way, Alonso in P2. This is Alonso or Max. All right, so we are being challenged for the lead of this race, but we are safe for going for 5 laps. I'm just on regular driving with Max. My rival has to pit for one more time, I believe. And I do have to pit at the end of lap 7 with Logan. I'm not sure if my rival will go for that extra lap with his Hamilton. Like, on the paper, he should go for an extra lap. Alright, so he did go to pit with Max. And he did go to pit with Hamilton trying to go for the undercut. But we will go to pit with Sargent. And from this point, it's all over for him. There's no way he is going to win this one, especially that he double stacked, which is pretty much a bad decision from him. He most probably lost around 10 seconds over there while we are just cruising with Max in the lead and now Logan. Let's see how many positions he is going to pick up. So he's currently in P21. You can see he's a bit aggressive, especially that the ballast does give him some extra stats to his overtaking around corners. Yeah, it is safe to say at the moment that this lineup is going to help you win a lot of races. One more thing, by the way, for your driver in the back, you always have to keep an eye on the reliability bar as it decreases rapidly. So with Sargent, I need to most likely give him service every single pit stop, while with Max I can service his car once if he's on a 2-stop strategy, and I can go without servicing or with servicing depending on the track itself. So we are winning this race as well. As I said, since I started using this lineup, I didn't lose any single race. We do get a gold crate as well. So yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your support on my latest video. I didn't even expect it after 5 months, but you guys are super amazing. So this is it for this one. I will see you in the next video. Use this lineup, and until then, stay safe, take care, and peace.